friends, welcome back. Today we are going to be making cream of mushroom soup. I'm going to walk you through how to make a replacement for those cans of cream of mushroom soup today. We're going to be making together today a freezer batch of this that's going to be the equivalent of about 8 cans. However, I am going to put a link to the recipe for just a single can as well. So if you just want to make one, go for it. But I love having things ready to go and in the freezer so I can just pull them out, thaw them, and have a meal ready, and I don't have to do all the prep work. So we are going to do this as a freezer batch today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop our veggies, and we need 2 large onions, we need about 8 cloves of garlic, and we need 2.5 pounds of mushrooms. So we're going to go ahead and dice all those up in super fast mode, and then when I'm done with that, we'll head over to the stove. All right, now we're heading over to the stove right here, and I have a large cast iron Dutch oven. I'm gonna go ahead and in this Dutch oven over medium heat, I'm going to melt 1 cup of butter. All right, that butter's almost melted, so I'm gonna put in our 2 chopped onions. And what we're going to do is we are going to saute these until they are translucent. So right over medium heat. This could take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. You're just going to want to continually stir them, and you're going to watch them, and they will turn significantly softer, and they'll almost have this translucent quality. I'll show you when we're done. So as you can see, the onions are pretty translucent and they're a lot softer. So now we're going to add our garlic. These are our 8 cloves that we've chopped up. We'll put that straight in, and we'll stir this for about 30 seconds. And next are the 2.5 pounds of mushrooms that we've chopped up. So let's get those in here. And as you can see, that's a whole lot of mushrooms. We're gonna put in a teaspoon of salt. And then we're gonna kind of stir these mushrooms around. They're going to release some of their liquid, and then that liquid is gonna evaporate. So we want that to happen. That's what's gonna concentrate that flavor. So don't rush this step. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but they're already starting to shrink up. But this step in its entirety could take 15 to 25 minutes, but we want to make sure that we're stirring and that we don't let them burn. All right, as you can see, this is cooked down quite a bit. Most of the liquid is cooked out of it, and this is what we want to see. The mushrooms are like kind of glossy looking. Everything is nice and soft. The flavor is concentrated. Now we're going to add the liquids, and we're going to thicken it back up. The first thing we're going to do is put about 1 cup of flour in. This is soft white wheat that I milled, but you can use regular all-purpose flour. And I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top, and it's going to thicken up. And we'll stir this in for a couple minutes, about 2 minutes or so. And this should really start to thicken things up. And that thick consistency, that's what we're going for right now. Okay, that's been cooking for about 2 minutes, nice and thick. Now we're gonna add 4 cups of broth, and we're gonna do this really slowly, but it's gonna thicken up as we go, and we'll just stir in a little bit at a time. And now we're going to add our 4 cups of milk. And we are going to simmer this for 10 to 15 minutes, and we're going to continually stir it as we do. I'm going to go ahead and add in another teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of pepper. And we're going to simmer this for about 10 or 15 minutes and let it kind of thicken up a little bit. And you want to keep continually stirring it throughout this process so it doesn't burn to the bottom or anything, and it cooks really evenly. So see you back here once it's thickened up. All right, we are all done. Look at that nice thick soup. Now, if you want it super smooth, you can put it in a blender and you can puree it. But we're just gonna eat it like this. Okay, then the next step is super easy. So I'm gonna freeze mine. Obviously, if you're making a small batch and you're gonna use it right away, you don't have to do this step. I'm gonna freeze them in these super cubes. These are my absolute favorite things to freeze liquids in. We freeze soups in them all the time, and they're wonderful because what you can do is you can freeze them and then you can actually pop them out and then have little frozen cubes of whatever you're freezing. We love soups, we love, we've done lasagnas in them, all sorts of stuff. So they're really cool. And if you want to see one of those videos where we did the full soups, I'll link that below. But these are excellent choices when you are freezing a specific amount of this stuff. And because they're cubes, they'll stack really beautifully. So in order to mimic the can, we're going to use 1 1/4 cups. That equals 1 can. So you can use any recipe you want that has the can of cream of mushroom soup and just substitute one of these cubes. So it works out beautifully. So this little scooper is 1 cup, and then I've got a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to just ladle out into each of these 1 1/4 cup. All right, we are ready to go into the freezer now. I'm gonna let these sit and come to room temperature because if I put the lids on them right now, what's gonna happen is the steam's gonna get caught, it's gonna condensate, and it's gonna form ice crystals. I don't want that. So I'm gonna let these come to room temperature, then I'm gonna cover them up with the little lids, and then I will stick them in the freezer. And once they are done freezing, I will pull them out and we'll store them away. All right, it is the next morning. All of these have frozen overnight in our super cubes. Like I said, you can freeze them in any kind of freezer safe container that you want. We just like these because they're super easy, convenient, and portioned wonderfully. And to store them long term, I pull them out and put them in a gallon Ziploc bag because it's easy to store. They sit nice and flat and you can stack up as many as you want. These are simple, and I'll link them down below. They are our favorite freezer meal tool. And these are really high quality, but you just pop out the cube once it's frozen. Because they're silicone, they just pop right out. And so I have this nice little cube here, and we're gonna put this in the bag. And I already have these bags labeled. Y'all, make sure you label your bags because it never fails when you get to the bottom of your freezer and you're like, what in the world is this frozen blob of goo? Always label your bags, even if you think you're going to remember it. And I labeled with like cream of mushroom, 1 brick equals 1 can. So I know without a doubt when I pull up a recipe, okay, if I throw this in there, it's the equivalent of 1 can. Easy cheesy. So let's get these into these bags. And another thing I want to point out is you don't have to remove them from these. If this is what you're doing with these and they're allocated for your cream of mushroom soup, you can leave these in the little super cubes. However, we use these a lot, so I really like to pop them out and wash them and use them for other things. Also, you don't have to have as many as we do. We have a bunch because sometimes we'll make big, huge batches of soup and we freeze a bajillion cubes all at once, and so we've collected a bunch over time. But you could do this with just a few of the super cubes and just put a few in there, freeze them, pull them back out after a few hours, then do the same and just do it in batches like that and still get the same effect with fewer cubes. And there we are, our 12 cubes of cream of mushroom soup. And if you'll see how beautifully they stack up because we've frozen them like this. Another way to freeze them would be flat in Ziploc bags and then make sure they're laying flat so that they can also stack. lots of different ways to freeze these. Hopefully this gives you some ideas. In our house, we're trying to transition one thing at a time to more whole food, to more real things. And this is just one of those changes that we're making. I would love to hear what your favorite cream of mushroom soup recipes are. Leave them down below so that we can get some ideas. And also, if there's any of these other dupes that you want us to do, we would love to share our recipes with you. So if cream of chicken soup or one of those others that you would like for us to do a video on, just let us know down in the comments. We've got a lot coming up this season. We're on baby goat watch, still baby goat watch for all those that are wondering. We're still watching. In fact, we're over here. The rest of our people are over here watching the video of her pacing around in the pen. If you're a longtime viewer, you know that we got an exciting partnership opportunity at the beginning of this year to do a series with Vago Garden. And so we're going to be putting together a raised bed garden with Vago, and that's going to be fantastic. So that's coming up also, and more kitchen stuff, more freezer meals, more home baked things, homemade things, fresh milled flour. So if you are new here, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. Y'all have a wonderful week.